Let's see if the music works and the sound. Apparently not yet enough. Let's see if we can adjust that. So, yes, this should be fine. Alright, so I am 1 minute on time, so that's fantastic actually. So let's see how it goes. So well, hello there, Frederick. So good evening, Rotterdam Widescreen fans and Ardacon attendees. My name is Jeroen Felix. I'm the channel host from the Rotterdam Widescars, and today I am gonna do a live painting competition Q&A session for this year's Ardacon. So in this video or live video, we're gonna talk a bit shortly about what will happen this year at Ardacon, what changed comparison to last year, and what the exact rules are, so to say, for it. So yeah, we're gonna do it. Until now, it's like, well, what is it? 3 days until Ardacon starts. So slowly but steady, it is coming. It is coming. And there's still some work here on my painting desk. So I still have to do a lot. However, I'm not here to discuss about that. I'm of course discussing about the Ardacon Painting Competition this year. So last year we did the Rotterdam Widescars Painting Awards, or the Ardacon Painting Awards. This year we talked with James, and we had like, okay, what went well last year, what kind of feedback did we got, and what do we want to change onto it, because a lot of things can be better, so to say. So we looked into it, what worked well, what didn't work that great, and at a certain point some stuff was really handy, some stuff was not that handy. So yeah, we came on eventually now to the point that we have we had 8 painting competitions last year at Ardacon. We will now stick to 4 painting competitions, and they're now called the International Hobbit Awards. So it's something small that we really like to use, so to say. So it's gonna happen no matter what. So the ones that we have, they're standing in the rule pack, and they are really clear, so to say. We have the best painted single miniature. So in this category, a single infantry or cavalry model can participate. One of the other painting competitions is best painted large miniature. So in that one we have a monster or siege engine. The third one is best painted warband. So there has to be 1 hero and between 6 to 12 warriors. Last year we also did the small thing when you have like 2 heroes in there, like with Murenedrar or Eloril. We don't mention that much, as long as you say to us, hey, this is the hero that leads the warband. And then the last one that we have actually, what is it, is the army show that we called it, or that especially James has mentioned it. So the army awards or army show are the armies that you're participating in with at Ardacon. So it can be your grand tournament army, your double army, or you can use to do both in the best show award, because we have decided for this category that you can put both of them down. In the other categories you can only put one participant down. So let's say I want to put down Gandalf for a single miniature and Bard. I can't do both. I have to decide which one I want to do. The thing that we would prefer, if you would like to have a cavalry model and you have like the foot model with it as well, because yeah, you need it in the game, you can put them together as one whole, so to say. So that's no problem at all. However, if you wanted to two different ones, it's not possible. So for the people that are coming to Ardacon but are not participating in any of the tournaments, this year for the International Hobbit Hobby Awards, we have decided as well that people from outside can participate as well, as long as they have a pass to get to Ardacon. So a convention pass for just attending there can also participate in the Hobbit Hobby Awards. I have no idea why I'm struggling all the time about it, but so these people can also participate into it. However, we have decided that the first three, so best painted single miniature, best painted a large miniature, and best painted warband, are the three categories that are open. So when James and the rest made the rule pack, it's in standing there that you have like three open categories and one participation category. The participation category will be the of course the Army's best in show award, best army in show award. Sorry. So people that just come to visit, we had a lot of talks. We've got a lot of PMs of people that were like, "Hey, I want to participate in these Hobbit Hobby Awards. How can I participate in it?" Well, the answer is standing in the rule pack, and we have put down everything that has to be on there that can be participating in. So it's really simple like that. You just follow the rules, how and what, and you will participate in one of them. For people that are participating in everything, like in all the games, the tournaments and stuff like that, they can participate in all four of them. However, be on time and everything. At the beginning of Ardacon, we will probably stand as that we stood last year at the start of the venue somewhere. So when you're entering the big hall, so to say, you have like all the small areas where Shadow and Flame stood last year, one of the crowdfundings as well, and I think a few goodies, the Middle Earth displays and everything, and then around the corner we stood right away. We're not quite sure yet where we would stand, but we probably stand somewhere there again, since that when you're coming inside, it's easier for the people that are coming inside to put and go right away to the table where we're standing. So look for us. We probably wear these kind of shirts or something of a reddish shirt with a new logo onto it. My fellow team captain Thijs created a new t-shirt, and we will have our white scar banner that you see here in really big size as well, hanging up there, so you can't miss us, so to say. So the difference is that we changed comparison to last year is that when you enter, you get these pamphlets and everything, and you have to put down your name onto it. You can only vote once in every category. If you're not voting at all, it's also fine. We think especially it's a bit of pity, because a lot of people are pushing their efforts into it and they really want to do everything that's possible for the painting awards. Painting is sometimes more worth for strategy battle gamers than for others. So in this kind of case, I think for a lot of white scars, we like more painting than gaming. So, and there are a lot more that we know that absolutely love painting and painting absolutely stunning miniatures. So for you guys to know, because Ardacon starts of course on the Friday. And on the Friday, the venue opens at 8 for advanced registrations and everything like that. But at 9 we already start with the best painted warband register. So at 9, when we Chaos and Arda's briefing is starting a quarter towards 10. So you already have 45 minutes to come, or an hour and 45 minutes to come in earlier. And you can put down your miniatures for the open, it's an open category for your best painted warband. Now, we had a question, because it was standing in the rulebook, for my honest opinion, a bit too, yeah, how should I say it nicely? Bit confusing for people that don't have English as their primary language, so to say. So we made a small mistake, but for people that are asking us, because we had a lot of these questions, can my miniatures participate in the painting competitions as long as I'm participating in the events itself? The answer on this is yes. You can participate with any of your miniatures that are participating at that time in the tournament itself, including bringing miniatures that you don't use in the tournaments. And then of course for the open, or for the people that are only attending, they can just bring their miniatures how and what. However, stay caution that you can only bring in one, not multiples. So example for that, if I will bring, I'm bringing this year an Evil Force. I want to bring in my warband with a Black Guard of Barad-dûr, with my banner and with my captain. Is that possible? Yes, it is, because I can bring one in, and it's a warband that allows on the rules. So we put those in. The people that will be earlier there, because last year we didn't have proper programs and everything to make photos of the miniatures, so we just put them there on the table for people to just watch, overlook a bit how and what. We're gonna change this. We have luckily now, with some help of James and some other people from the Mercury Hotel, that we have arranged now some glass cabinets. They will stand as well near our table. Probably for the warbands it's gonna be a bit tricky, because we have no idea how much people will participate into it. We hope of course that you all, of the 200 people that are coming, will participate into it. However, some people have played until late or coming a bit later, so they will probably miss the register how and what. So that's gonna be a tricky one. So we last year we had like 30 to 40 people competing in some of the painting competitions, and we would love to see this year the double amount of it. So we prepared our program and everything for it, and luckily now with a bit more preparation and feedback from you guys, we now have a lot more there. So cabinets, a small photo booth that we will bring, and then we will make some photos from the warbands, or single miniatures or large miniatures. We're going to try that. So yeah, it is going to be a really fun one. The cabinets are just for single miniatures then, and probably warbands. If you want to do for the best show armies and everything like that, first year I did like display boards and everything like that. It's all by fine. We got like 2 tables, just put your display board there with your entire army onto it. It's really cool. We want to see it. The more we have, the more awesome it will be. So gonna check here for a moment. Scott, am I correct in saying that display boards are allowed for the best in show? I asked James and he said it was fine to use. Just want to make sure. Also, how tall are the cabinets? Well, the cabinets probably are cabinets like the IKEA ones, from what I know. So they're like 180 to max 185. And if you have a display board, amazing. As I just said before I saw your question on the other side, Scott, just bring it with you, put it down, put your entire army onto it, take the time for it, and it's gonna be amazing. You know, we love to see display boards. and it's not for everyone possible to bring display boards, but if you have one, you want to bring one, bring it, man. Bring it to the table. We love it. So after the registers opens at 9, it closes at 10 when we start Chaos and Arda. So we will give even the people some more time after that the briefing is going on for Chaos and Arda to register. After 10 o'clock, when the Chaos and Arda starts, the register close. So when the register close, you can't participate anymore into this category. So be on time there. If you want to participate into this, just do it in the right way. So we had last year as well that a lot of people, as I said, come a bit later to the event. It is terrible, we know it, but yeah, you know, it's in the rule pack. We're doing our best as well. We have to be there on time as well to prepare everything, so please stay in mind a bit for us as well that we do this because it's asked in this way. So then we're going to play Chaos and Ardacon and everything like that, and in this lunch break as well. Oh, wait a moment. Put them back onto the table again. You will get from us a number, and we will keep a number, and that number we put in our registration program and everything. And at the moment that you're starting, so to say, when you have your card, so to say, you just look to it, look on the card which category you're voting for. So that was also a little problem last year, but stands probably well on it. So just look at it, see which number is laying to the warband, put that one down. We won't put any names next to the numbers. We only put the numbers down, so that everyone has a sort of honest opinion of what they really like. Something that we had last year, some problems as well, is the light and everything. Unfortunately, we can't get their proper lights for the warbands when they're standing on the table and everything. So our advice when you're watching everything and when we display it or how the people are displaying it, try to look a bit closer on eye view and everything like that, just to see the small details here and there, because some people are absolutely awesome with converting and painting details and everything like that. So, and especially when you're on eye view, you can see these small things a lot better than that you can see just from off the top. When that is done, you have a number, you put your name onto it, break it off, bring it to us at the table, we'll put it in, we will eventually bring everything out. And if I'm correct, eventually we all do the ceremonies at the end of the Sunday. I am not quite sure about that one, so we don't know yet. It can be with the Chaos and Arda awards, but I'm not quite sure how and what. So then the rest of the Friday, the time that we have over, so probably between the breaks and everything of the doubles, we try to make, of course, as much as possible photos from everything. We're really sorry if we can't do it on time, people. We're playing and participating in the event itself as well, so we won't get everything on time in there. So give us a bit the time and the breathing to do so. So if we ask you to, hey, is it possible for you to let your warband stand there, please do so that we can make great photos at the end, because last year we made some small albums and everything. People were really happy with that seeing, but they would have loved to have a bit more depth into it. And we have probably a good photo camera with us, a small photo booth, so that we can take a lot of good photos from the miniatures that are participating. Already for a short note, for people like Scott are asking for display boards. Probably depends on how big your display board is, if it will fit in the photo booth. So if I can't, or that we can't make proper photos with your display board, I am really sorry. We try to fit everything in it. If it doesn't fit in there, then sorry. Yeah, then the rest of the Friday continues. We're going to play the doubles and everything like that, and it's going to be an amazing time. We have some conventions activities as well. You can talk with us a bit how and what, and then yeah, eventually we're going on for the Saturday, and on the Saturday we will continue with the Grand Tournament, and we also register for in the morning again at 9 o'clock. We register as well for the best painted single miniatures and the best painted large miniatures. So that date we have 2 painting competitions at the same time. And you also have to give us, again, what I said before with the warband, you have to give us some space and time to make proper photos and put everything right down there. Depends as well how much people are participating into the single miniatures and the large miniature category, if it will go into the cabinet or onto the tables. Between the games we will try and do our best to make some photos as well, because yeah, as I said, we're busy and we probably have more cameras with us to make interviews, an overall view, so yeah, we can't do everything at the same time, so try to hold your miniatures as long as possible on the table there so that we can use and make really nice photos of it. So then the Saturday continues and everything like that. So as I said, we try to go between all the breaks, making a bit more photos and everything like that. And on the Sunday, we will have our register at 9 again for best painted in the show. So we're gonna put it down. You can register it. You don't have to put it down right away. The people that can put it down right away, we can make early photos with it. It's also for the other categories, as long as you bring on time your entrances and everything. Yeah, we will just put it in there, so no worries at all. We will just make the best out of it. And you guys have to help us. We have like over 200 people, what's absolutely amazing to have at Ardacon. But yeah, we're with 14 people, so that means 28 hands. We're gonna help and try to get everything on there, and we just have 1 camera and 1 photo booth. So the rest of the people from us will walk around, try probably to feed us and let us drink on time, doing our registrations and stuff like that. So if you can help in any possible way, try to help us in any possible way. Then, if I'm correct, we're gonna vote for the best painted army in show at 12 o'clock. It's just as like in the lunch break for single miniatures, single and large miniatures on the Saturday. Best army in show will also be at 12. So in the middle of the day, we will have a lunch break from 1 hour. And in that 1 hour time, you have the time to go to us and bring out your vote. Again, it works in the same way. Put down a number, your name, flip it, close it, bring it to us. We will put it into our system, and then eventually something will pop out of it. And the end scores then will go eventually to James. And yeah, that's actually how it all works. It's as I said, it's really easy. Everything is standing on there. You can't do anything wrong, so to say. You can always ask us, hey, is it possible, or hey, can this happen, how and what? It's all fine. Yeah, just give us some moments to think about it. If we're not quite sure if it's possible, we have to talk with James or anything else in that way to just get some sort of the middle between in there. But probably I think with most of you guys that we saw the years before, we won't have any problems with that at all. So then a small little tease for what people also asked us from. Alright, what will we do this year as well for awards and everything? Well, as I said, I have no idea if it will be at the date itself from the category. So for like Chaos Narda, when at the date on the Friday we have the Warband. I'm not quite sure if on Friday you already get here like, congratulations, you win the Warband category. If it will be the same like last year, it will be on the same day. However, it can also be, if James has time for it, that we can do it maybe on a Sunday all at once. I have no idea. So that is something still up in the air. But last year we had like certificates and everything. This year we won't have certificates, but we will have trophies. And I cannot spoil you too much about it, but it's absolutely amazing. I like the idea because, yeah, as I said, we from the Rotterdam White Scars are more painters than gamers. So, and last year we won a few awards. I think we also won one or two awards at the first Ardacon. And our feedback for most of the time was it like, hey, listen, we really enjoy the cups or the small giveaways, but it would be also awesome for hobbyists like that we have to give them cups as well. So this year, people, for everyone that's out there still watching this video live or is gonna watch it later on, there will be cups this year. Cups for painting competitions. I will not put anything else down there. Furthermore, we will get some awesome supports from the local small booths that we have from the other companies. So last year we had, I think, some stuff from Greenstuff World and Steamforge and everything like that. This year we will have probably the same as well. So already a huge thank you from us to them for helping us supporting the painting competition. So yeah, until now I think I've talked about everything. So now we have a small moment for some questions. And we have some people watching. So, and Scott is going nuts because he's amazing and happy just like us about some trophies. So I'm not gonna say that you're getting the trophy right away, Scott, but I like your enthusiasm about it. But going to your question, if the display doesn't fit in the booth, would it then be possible to put the army in the booth by itself, just for photos if they were wanted? Of course, as I said before, we will try and help you out with it, as long as you help us a bit, because yeah, we can't do everything correctly or not ourselves. We don't want to damage any miniatures, so maybe when the time will come when we want to put down your army and everything, you can just, we will make you a shout out, or we do a shout out to you, or when you're at our table, like, hey, can you come around, you can come to the back and then we can put your own miniatures there into the photo booth. So that's no problem at all. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. I will wait for a bit more questions until, what is it now? It's 9:30 for the people in the UK and 10:30 for the people here in the Netherlands. So I'll wait for a small moment in here. So yeah, if you got any more questions whatsoever towards us, or already your enthusiasm about the painting competition Ardacon, let us know. I'm curious. What do you think? Do you think this will be the correct one? Well, that sounds really well. We're really happy that you will be as helpful as possible. That's the only thing that we can ask from people, so to say, is that they try to be as helpful as possible for us, because yeah, we don't want to damage any miniatures. A lot of people are putting a lot of effort into miniatures, and unfortunately it happens into this hobby that everything falls and stuff like that. So yeah, we're not looking for stuff that falls, we're just looking for having a lot of fun and getting the best out of there. So yeah, it's gonna be okay. So So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to Ardacon and see all you guys. As I said, been busy now with what is it? We're actually busy now with painting a lot of new armies. That nothing to do, but it's great to hear that the new edition was coming out. But unfortunately, we had some problems with our good evil mixture, and my cabinets only were full with good miniatures. So I had to do like a complete new army in like 2 months. And the people that know me, I am definitely not a fast painter. So I had a small discussion with some of my team members for who's going to do what. I had some open projects that I had, like Corsairs of Umbard theme, an Eastling theme. I did, what is it now, 2015 in Stockport with non-metallic Eastlings, want to finish. And I had a mortar force that was the opposite of the relief force that I did from the fiefdoms 3 years ago at the first Ardacon. Eventually it became for me like the mortar force. So yeah, it was for me really tough. 35 miniatures, no Felbeast, but a really good challenge for me to get some light into miniatures that are like the miniatures in Mordor, because yeah, what I heard from a lot of people, it's really tough to paint evil. So yeah, they're still here, still standing on my paint handle. Some Blackguard of Barad-dûr that has to be finished in 2 days, because in 2 days we're gonna fly to Manchester already. Hope to see some awesome people from the community, or at the location, or maybe at Wormworld. We're also going there, because a lot of the guys from the White Scars never been to Wormworld and they want to visit it, so we will be there. Do probably some bed reps if people wanted to, or talk with people about how great Dolby is in all its aspects. But yeah, it's gonna be a long night for me, probably, because I swore to myself that I will paint and finish these miniatures. So that's what I'm definitely gonna do when we're done with this live stream. But what about you guys? Have you been busy with painting up your first force, one of your new forces? Have you been painting up one of your old forces and did you want to add it on? What was your preparation for Ardacon? Because I saw a lot of you guys having the struggle in the last few weeks. Look to our good friend, the Norwegian Viking. He was busy painting until the end. I'm not quite sure if he's still painting until the end. I think he already... It's now Monday, he would leave tomorrow, or that he already left, I have no idea. But yeah, I know Andreas is always painting as well, because he hates to put down miniatures that are not finished. So it's the same attitude that we have. So yeah, where have you been busy with? Well, how was your preparation and everything? Alright, Scott. Really glad all of you guys have put the effort into the painting competitions. Thank you very much. Thank you for your comment, Scott. We're just happy that we can help in any form and way. When we were the first Ardacon, so it was just a test drive for James and for everyone there. And the thing that we had there was like we have like 4 or 5 competitions at that time. And we didn't saw that much people, how and what, and it was really tough to see that. And as I said, we as a group went to James eventually and gave him most of the feedback, like, hey, listen, we have to do something about this painting, because we want to, we really want to. We want to give out this stage for people that are maybe not the best general on field, but can be a fantastic general in their ways on to showcase the Tolkien books, or any form that they want to. And I've met a lot of you awesome people out there as well that have put it down a lot of effort in their armies. Details, conversions, freehands, and we only appreciate that. So yeah, I'm happy with the comment that you bring, and that you put it down. But yeah, it's all because of you guys. We really want to give you guys a stage where we like to perform on as well. So it can be a bit of like, I think last year we had like this lot of fun when I won 3 painting competitions, but actually had no idea that I actually would have won something because I was not busy with the computer and everything. I was just walking around and helping, organizing everyone, like, hey, you have to help there and maybe you can do this. So, and then eventually Thijs did with the ceremony, called out my name. So and then a lot of the guys were like, oh, Rick. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it happens that yeah, maybe we can win one of our own competitions, but I'm glad that a lot of more people are now motivated to get in there as well. And there are a lot of amazing people. Just look to the Great British Hobbit League Facebook page. Some people are absolutely putting miniatures down at the, like, wow, absolutely stunning. If this would be an army I would face, I would have already the time of my life. So that's already for me 3/4 of the game. If I play against an army that tells me a story, looks really well, and has a really good general behind it that knows the aspects of gaming. So if we see each other and you are fulfilling all of these things, we're gonna have a great time. If you don't compete to all of these, we're also gonna have a good time, so no problem. So Frederick, that's watching as well, currently painting my last 3 miniatures for Ardacon. Okay, so you're also being busy with the last straws and everything. Are you going to succeed, Frederick, into it as well? Or are it large miniatures, are it short miniatures that you have to do? You have to do a lot of add-ons still to it. What is the schedule? Are you gonna make it? Are you gonna finish it to tomorrow? I see that your plane goes on Wednesday, so you still have 1 more day to paint and everything and finishing it up. So your brother didn't paint a single model for the Grand Tournament. So is he coming with plastic miniatures, so just completely grey or black, or is it something else? Oh, just some orcs. Okay, well, I know that orc skin can be tricky. Oh, you're a die-harder, so that's good to see. That's the true spirit that we want to see. Just no remorse, just finishing it off and get it done there as soon as possible. But you can't play with plastic grey miniatures. Come on. I'm not even quite sure if it's like, I think it was, I'm not quite sure in the tournament pack that you at least have to have some paint on your miniatures. At least like the 3. Ah yeah, here we go. For restrictions for tournament essentials. So maybe an heads up for you, Scott. The restrictions for the tournament essentials is that the miniatures have to be fully painted and based. And these are the rules for all tournaments at Ardacon. So yeah, if you say he doesn't have the time to get them completely painted, it's more than fine. We all have a busy life at the moment and busy things to do. However, at least I would ask them that he will put a few base coats on there or a shade and stuff like that. I think then it already looks a lot better and a lot of people won't have any problems with it. But I can guarantee you from how the people are at Ardacon, and they have no problem at all with it. But if you come with grey miniatures on the table, hats will fly. You will lose your hat. You will be put into one of these catapults, just shot right away into the oblivion. So get some base coats on there, please. No, I think we don't have any further questions. How and what for the painting guide or our Q&A session. So I think this time it is like really straightforward for a lot of people. Nonetheless, I still want to do this small video just to help out you guys, for the people that was not sure about some things and what can do and what can't, which ones were open and which ones were participation category. So yeah, that's good. That's good. That's the motivation. I have a really good friend of mine, and he was in an accident and everything, and he also was not feeling well after it. He has some scars and everything into his face, unfortunately. It was a sort of attack on him, and he was also not really motivated to do anything at all. Well, it's just normally in life, but yeah, we as a team also helped him with painting up everything, because we were like, you know, everyone is doing it, and if we can help you in any form or way, we will help you. So in this kind of way, we motivated him to help him doing the painting, just sitting around with him and painting everything up, and that eventually pushed him to the end. And I think this is the greatest things that you can do. Just put it down, sit together, sit by one, and go for it. So it really will help you in a kind of way. So 42 minutes already in. I'm already talking too much, I think. However, I think everything is now clear. So I think I'm gonna close it eventually. Unfortunately, I have no idea, but the buffering is we have output. It's not really well, it says. So because I'm doing it now, there's on multiple screens and everything here. It's probably because the Wi-Fi here at my place is not doing that great. But until now, I think everything has been set. So if you guys don't have anything more to add on, then I would say paint your last miniatures and prepare everything for Ardacon, and we will see you there, and we're gonna have a blast. So as I said, our target, we want to have at least the double the amount that we had in the last year with the painting competitions. So everyone that you see around you and that want to participate in the painting competitions, prepare them that they have to be there on time to register themselves. If they're not registered, it's unfortunately not possible anymore. How and what? And yeah, let's see together, all of us, how amazing people can paint and what they bring to the table. I'm really curious. I saw last year a lot of awesome miniatures, and I've talked to a lot of you people on the Great British Hobbit League in private PMs and everything, and I can't wait actually to see what everyone is bringing to the table. I saw already a lot of people teasing a bit of these display boards and everything like that. Fortunately, due to my own time, I couldn't bring a display board this year, but that doesn't matter. I'm not gonna enjoy watching your display board. So I will hold the live stream open for a few more minutes. So if you want to put something out there still, go ahead. I will react onto it for a few more minutes, and then we'll close this live stream. So we're not getting any more questions in, so I'm gonna finishing off the stream. Everyone that watched it live and participated into it, thank you very much. We're really happy. Alright, we got one more question in. In general, you guys planning on doing some bed rips for the channel? Really enjoy those. Well, Scott, maybe if you would like to, we have a lot of time left at Ardacon. We have our cameras with us. If your army is finished and you want to participate in one of the battle reports for the Lord of Rings SBG, then you're more than welcome. Just come and stop by with us. Ask if you want to play a game or anything, or that you want to participate in one of them, and maybe we can see what we can do for you. I would like to have a lot of people from different countries or different groups to participate with us on our battle reports and just create a lot of battle reports for the YouTube channel, because at the moment I don't have that much of them or other things. So yeah, I would love to like make a few of them there at Ardacon. So if you want to, stop by, say hi. Hey, we like seeing your videos on the YouTube channel by you guys, but I would love to play in one of them as well. No problem at all. Just come by and ask for it. I can see if one of us have time for it or still has the motivation to do so, and then we can see what we can record and what. So, as I want to say before I saw the last question, thank you very much for watching and participating into the live stream. We really appreciate, again, all the feedback and the opportunities that we get from you guys, from James at Ardacon, that yet again we can be the host of the painting, or this year's the Hobbit Hobby Awards. We enjoy doing this. However, we can't do this, of course, without you. The people that are helping us creating everything around it. So just keep doing that to us. Just keep giving us the feedback that you want to see, that can be improved, and we can see if we can maybe do next year an even better painting competition. So I would say good night for now. For the people out there, good luck with painting and everything, and we will see you all at Friday or Thursday. So this was Jeroen from Rotterdam White Scars. See you in a few days.